Welcome to class. In this module, we will be looking at creating a yearbook theme. A theme is a unifying or dominant idea or motif. So in the case of a yearbook, it's something that would bring together all of the pages and flow throughout the book in a logical way, beginning with the cover and going all the way through to the very end. I want to show you an example of a theme that one of my former classes in Kuwait used a decade ago. At the beginning of the year, we brainstormed a lot, trying to come up with what made our school unique, what set our school apart in the country, and tried to define what our school was all about. This is extremely difficult to do, but it's a great idea to get you started. Sometimes the school mascot, athletics team name, or a particular event can provide you with a yearbook theme, but not always. We struggled for a long time with so many things about our school that made us unique, much like our school here. We were an IB World School, we offered the primary years program, middle years program, and the diploma program, and we're the only school in the country to do so. Sound familiar? I think so. This is true of our school here as well. We had competitive sports teams, a solid arts program featuring music, drama, visual arts. We had a lot of great things, so we decided that it would be impossible to pick just one thing, so we thought, why not give everyone a look at everything in the school? I mean, my memory's a bit foggy now in my old age, but one student brought up the idea of opening the book, much like the idea of opening a door. This yearbook would represent opening our school to whoever opened the book. From there, it became easy. We were flooded with ideas and ultimately decided that the yearbook would be like unlocking the door to our school. We researched other yearbooks that used a theme like this and found a few, but I think that we came up with mainly original ideas and were able to easily carry out our theme throughout the book. It's really a shame I don't have it here, but there will be lots of visuals of it anyway in this video. We decided that because the focus of the yearbook's on the students, we would feature a locker door being opened on the front cover. There are main front doors to the school and many classrooms, but we thought that it was more fitting to show a locker because the locker door represented everyone, as over half the students in the school had lockers. When we take a closer look at carrying the theme throughout the book, you will see that we used cubbies for the primary students, which I think work just as well. When you look at the structure of a yearbook, it's the same as any book, really. There's a front cover, which is where you make your first impression. This is ultimately the part of the book that gets seen the most, and I guess contrary to the popular saying, you can and do judge a book by its cover. Does the cover grab your attention? Is it colorful? Does it make you want to open the book and see more? These are some of the questions you'll need to ask, and if you say no to any of them, you probably wouldn't really want to look at any more of the book. So that's a problem. Creating an eye-catching cover is difficult. Some yearbooks use one main photograph, while others use many photos, making up a collage. Some put photos into words, while others stick with classic text on a solid color background. Some, like ours last year, use student-created artwork. In our case, the artwork was selected not only because it was a really nice painting, but also because it was created by a graduating senior, and it showcased the natural beauty and the nomadic lifestyle of the country we're living in, Mongolia. Now, we didn't use a theme in this yearbook. Instead, we used the steppe, the mountain range at the bottom of every page, and we put an eagle, a golden eagle, on every page to give the book a cohesive look and style. The colors we used were predominantly our school colors, blue and yellow, and then we added the IB colors to differentiate between each program of study. Like the top here, yellow, since the primary program is written in yellow. Let's take a closer look now at that yearbook from the American International School of Kuwait, titled Unlocked. The cover took a while to come together, as we had a number of different ideas of how to focus on the locker and then the lock itself. In the end, we decided to show an open lock, still keeping the locker door closed. We used a real lock and locker to keep it as realistic and authentic as possible, and then we added our school logo in the center of the lock and replaced the numbers on the lock with the academic year for the yearbook. We decided to use the Arabic and English name of the school to recognize our place in the world and give a nod to the language of the country. The title Unlocked and the school year. The font style and color was greatly debated as well before we arrived at our final choice, which we felt was a good representation of our students, as it would appeal to younger children up to teenagers with its distressed kind of style. Opening the yearbook up, we thought it would continue the idea of the yearbook being a locker. So the first thing you would see once you open the locker would be the inside of the locker door, and then the contents of the locker. This part of the book are called end sheets or end pages. The first page on the left is glued to the back side of the cover, and the right page is the first page of the yearbook. We took a look at different lockers and decided that a photo collage made the most sense, as many students have pictures of friends and family on the inside of their locker doors. We then compiled a selection of books and personal items that students might have in their locker to represent all students. Once we established this concept, it was quite easy to decide that every grade would be introduced with a photo collage of students from that grade on the left side page, the inside of the locker door, and books that were specific to that grade level, along with other personal items on the right side, which was inside the locker. Main sections like athletics and school spirit were also really easy to incorporate into the theme, as items were placed in the locker to represent those activities. We were able to continue the theme on every page by using the actual locker numbers that were written on the lockers in marker. While it makes the look imperfect, it also shows the time and care that we took to photograph the number on every locker, so students would recognize some of the imperfections, the stickers, etc. that are on some of the lockers. So that's a closer look at probably one of the better themes that students have come up with while I've been teaching yearbook. Now it's kind of up to you to take a look at a couple of the next tasks and to come up with some ideas for a theme for our yearbook this year.